So today we're going to do the Ask Emma questions for March 2018. I'm going to do the first 10 right now, and then next week I'm going to do the other 10. So let's get started. Let me bring up your questions here so we can start answering your questions. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so the first question is from Maureen K. from Alberta, Canada. And Maureen, your question is, hi Emma, thank you for taking my question. I would like to know how my mom's transitioning went. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me just get your mom in so she can tell you a little bit about it. Your mom just kind of feels like a lot of fun. That's the first impression that I get from her energy. A lot of fun, very bubbly, very much alive. Not in the physical form, but I mean, trying to make the best out of life, trying to see things in a positive way, trying to live life to the fullest is what she's making me feel that she tried to do in this journey. So she says, well, with a name like Flora, I guess that's how you have to be, right? Okay, so she's going, hi, honey. She's just waving. Okay, so your mom says that after making sure, she says that she enjoyed her last intimate moments with her family, she eventually let go, and she says, I danced my way to heaven. She says, I was never afraid to die, but when that moment comes in a way that you don't expect it, it can be challenging to be in a state between life and death, and it confronts you with your own choice of letting go of life. So that's the reason, she says, why I stuck around for a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that I enjoyed the last moments with my family. I was very present of you guys being there, holding my hand, taking pictures with me, she says. So just know that I was fully aware of what was going on. She says, once I let go and I danced my way up to heaven, I was greeted by my mom and dad, she says, with open arms, and we exchanged hugs. She's showing me there were two angels who were standing next to her, kind of like a support group, with she says, with a love that was so immense, that was it's really hard to put into words the kind of love and joy that you feel. So there's just really no there's not really a word for it that describes the magnitude of that love. And but just know that I was surrounded by my angels who were just supporting me, kind of guiding me to meeting my family members, meeting my siblings, and kind of guiding me in the direction that I needed to go into. So I eventually met up with my spiritual team who had been guiding me. And the weird thing is, she says, you don't recognize their faces or the projection that they give you, but you recognize and feel their energy. It's like, you know them, just the faces don't look familiar, but you know them. So it was a lot of, she says, it was a lot of fun for me to get my life's review, because I've learned and experienced so many great things. And so I just want to tell everyone that I love them very, very much, and I'll be watching over them always. And I want to let Dad know that I'll be there to greet him when it's his time to come home. But she says, until that day, I will be with him every day, and I want him to enjoy life to the fullest. I want all of you guys to live life with passion, with curiosity, she says, and really just dance your way through life, and then you will dance your way to heaven, she says. So I love you guys. Thank you, and many blessings, she says, to everyone that I love. She's waving to them. Bye. Okay, Maureen, I hope that kind of helped you with her passing and gave you an idea on how the transition went for her. Okay, next question. Okay, my second question is from Brad S. Your question. Hi, Emma. Question is about my mother. She had kidney cancer and only has one kidney left. She is also an alcoholic. I'm afraid if she doesn't stop drinking, her health will be in danger. Is there anything I can do to help her? Thank you, Brett. Okay, so this, hi, Brett. Looks like this is your angel, Uriel, who's answering the question for you. And she is saying, unfortunately, there is nothing that you can really do to help her except love her unconditionally, and find acceptance that this is her own journey and that she makes the choices in life that shape her reality. So send her healing and light during your meditations, and find gratitude and appreciation for the lessons your relationship with her has brought to you and will bring to you in the future to come. She says she's a very strong-minded, stubborn woman who's also very broken and scared on the inside. But this is part of her expansion and growth. So when we send a person love instead of the energy of, hey, you're broken and you need to be fixed, well, that love will allow them to feel empowered and she's going, hold on, go back because you're confusing me. She's going, sorry. Okay, so it's like, when you approach them with love, instead of, hey, you're broken and I need to fix you, you actually give them back the power and the responsibility of their own reality. So, in a way, she says, you kind of, that love that you send her, that acceptance that she is who she is, she will take the choices, she will make the choices that she makes with, according to what feels right to her. That kind of sparks a need inside of her to rise above fear, and to rise above the pain that she feels. So, but again, this is their journey. This is her journey. You're not responsible to fix her. You're just responsible to love her, support her, and accept her and the choices that she makes. So love her regardless of how she treats herself, and know that love heals all now, on earth, but also after we transition. Love will balance everything out in the end. Okay? So I hope that helps, Brad. Your angel's going, bye, see you later. Okay. I love the way the angels, the way they communicate to me is they present themselves as humans. They're not really human, but their attitude, it's like they want to fit in, so we will connect to them, so they get these human traits that they project, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so the next question number 3, Aylin C. from Texas. Aylin, your question. Hi, Emma and Eric. On your December Ask Eric section, you told me that in my past life, I was an apprentice of the architect, and I helped build the Palace. I hope I said that right. My name was Mehmet. My question is, what was my full name, in which years I lived? I was an apprentice to which architect? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Those answers are important to me. Love, Aylin. I think I got to sneeze. Nope, it's gone. Okay, let me see if I can. I'll ask Eric for you. He's going, hi. He's a little bit all over the place, just pacing back and forth. He's going, let me look. Okay. What he's showing me is kind of a timeline. So this looks like this has got to be around 15th century, according to what he shows me, somewhere around there. He's not giving me a specific date. He's just saying 15th century. He's saying your name is Mehmet. Aha. Sorry, that's a funny name. Aha. That's what I hear. Aha. I'm not sure on that last name, but I just hear aha. So I'm trying my best here. I don't do well with whole names. Usually I just go with the first name. Aha. Mehmet Aha is your name. And you worked for somebody called Sinan, something like that. So I hope that helps. I hope you get to figure out who you were. Sinan is the last name that I received. So hope that helps, sweetie. Okay. Next question. Number 4 is from Kim F. from Germany. I am 31 years old and single for a very long time. I ask myself, if there is someone out there, maybe a soulmate. I often have the feeling my love, my soulmate is still in heaven and didn't come to this life. I really hope you or my spiritual guide can tell me something about it. Thank you very much. With love and light, Kim. Okay. Okay, hi Kim. This is what my spiritual team is saying. My angel Raphael says that yes, you do have a soulmate in heaven guiding you on this earth. So yeah, the answer is yes to that. His name is Arne. And he wants to tell you that he loves you very, very much. But that doesn't mean that you are not meant to find love in this lifetime. He says you will encounter that partner you're seeking when you find your own grounding again, when you're no longer lost in life, but you start feeling happiness and peace and balance within your current reality. So work on the self first, work on being mindful, seeing purpose and love in your everyday experience. See how perfect you really are and find an acceptance and gratitude that everything is as it should be, with the purpose of your own expansion, and have a deep belief and faith that when it is the right time, the right person will find you. He says that you've been lost for a while now, and working on the self first, finding that inner connection with who you are, where you are, and finding acceptance and love in that current mindful moment in the now will eventually lead you to attract the partner that you have been longing for. So work on that first, and then the rest will follow. Okay, so I hope that helps, Kim. Okay, the next question is Ina F. from Germany. Is it foreseen for me that I will find true love in this life? Looks like you guys have a similar question. Is there a partner that will love me like I love him? I'm very pleased to hear something from my spiritual guide about it with all my heart, Ina. Okay, Ina, so this is what they're saying. You have connected pain and disappointment to the concept of a love relationship, and these fear-based emotions are blocking your new partner from showing up. So for you as well, find self-love first. Find happiness without the need of a partner. And after you no longer feel you need the love of another to make you feel whole or happy again, only then you can start manifesting that great partner into your life, as it will no longer be a necessity for you to find happiness and get out of your funk, but it will be just a bonus on top of your already existing happiness. And so this is what you have to feel and think then. This is the frequency, they say, you should stay in. You have to get to the point where you can tell yourself how great it would be to share my happiness with someone else. I mean, only then, they say, will you send out the correct energetic frequency to manifest and use the law of attraction to create that into your reality. So heal yourself first. Love, feel gratitude for yourself and your journey, and then love will always find you. So it looks for you that the fear that was founded from past relationships, the negative emotions and energies that were kind of connected to past relationships, is what is blocking you the most. And then the fact that you've also been feeling lost in your everyday life kind of blocks everything from coming into your journey. So release the fear mostly for it, and be ready to be open and vulnerable, and in a way kind of be ready to receive the love that you feel you deserve, you should have. Okay, so I hope that helps, Ina. Okay, my next question is number 6. Deborah K. from Pennsylvania. I feel so excited and alive about my spiritual journey, but there is one area that is really challenging. Every time my thoughts drift to my sweet deceased mother, it seems like a heavy closed door. I am no channeler or anything, but it seems like sometimes when I focus or need answers, I am able to connect with others that have crossed over, like my daddy or aunt, but not my mom, ever. I can believe that the fact that I think there is a blockage is probably the blockage, but I just wondered what my mom had to say. Love to you, Emma, and all those around you. Oh, we love you too, Deborah. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Okay, so your mom calls herself Dorothy, and the reason I think her name is Dorothy is because she's projecting herself as Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. So it's kind of funny, but so that's how she's dressing up for me, so it's really kind of cool. She's saying the fact that I'm dressing up as the Wizard of Oz, you should get a kick out of it, right? She's just smiling. Okay, so she kind of feels, her energy feels like a goofball, and she says she's never far away from you. Only your doubts about your connection to her is building up an energetic wall that really rejects her communications with you. So she's saying, let go of the illusion and know that I communicate through you with feelings and thoughts. You know, She says, no one was ever able to stop me from doing what I do. So understand that we all connect in our own way to you. Your dad, Dominic, says he loves you, and Mary also Mary also wants, okay, hold on. Okay, well, you guys need to separate because you're coming in. They're kind of joining energy, which confuses me. Okay, so you have three people here. So your mom is here, and then you have Dominic, who says he loves you very much. And then there's a Mary who also wants to let everyone know that she's okay, and she's watching over her children and her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren, and she's always with Brock. So, know that your mom loves you, Mary says. She is communicating to you, and your mom saying, I can talk for myself. So everybody here loves you. They communicate to you, but we all communicate in our own way. All you need to do, she says, and this is your mom, all you need to do, she says, is try and become aware of her way of communicating, which is 99% emotional emotions and feelings. Okay, so become very aware of what you feel, and you will find myself in those emotions, she says. Okay, so I hope that helps, Deborah. Okay. Question 7. This is from Karen D. from Texas. I am severely anemic, and they have not been able to find why. Can you tell me why I am anemic? And will I conquer this grave health problem? Thank you. Okay, Karen. Okay, so my angel Raphael says that anemia has to do with the body's incapability to nourish itself, to nourish the bone marrow where the red blood cells are being produced. And so the red blood cells are lacking aspects to nourish the body with the proper amount of oxygen, leaving you weak and tired and sick. So he's saying the first step in healing, and yes, healing is a possibility for anyone who is anemic, is by completely adjusting the consumed foods and feeding the body with oxygen and nutrients. So the first step in healing is balancing out the acid levels of your stomach, because he's saying having imbalanced stomach acid levels interferes with the absorption process of the vitamin B, of iron, and of all the other essential vitamins, which is necessary for the production of healthy red blood cells. And so how do we do this? Well, we can balance the stomach acid levels by drinking 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in water prior, he says, to every meal. And yes, you can add, because I know what you're thinking, my God, that's going to taste like shit. He says, yes, you can add lemon juice or cinnamon drops or cranberry juice. Try and find a blend that works for you so you can swallow it a lot easier. So for the first step, he's saying, repeating, first step is getting your acid levels inside your stomach back to normal, back in a balanced way. Step 2, he says, is to remove all processed foods from your diet, and I mean all of them, he says, but also gluten. and definitely to reduce the sugar intake, because all of these can create deficiencies in your essential nutrients, and this causes fatigue and weight gain and weakness and inflammatory bowel disease and much, 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 much more, he says. So add foods that contain high doses of iron and omega-3s. So if you want to do that with supplements, that's fine too, but preferably, he says, use vegetables to do that, and just eat fermented foods. As you know, he says they contain microbes. I don't know what that is. Microbes that help you heal. Um, I don't know what that's called, but you know how you have in your intestines, you have these little hairs? They're like hair follicles. It's like those microbes can help you to restore that inner bowel lining, that inner gut lining, if that makes any sense. So, and when that is restored, that will increase then the absorption of all the nutrients, and it will also reduce the inflammation in the physical body. And so it will take away the inflammation, take away, restore the bowel movements, restore the bowel content, restore the absorption of nutrients, and all of that will lead to a strengthening of the immune system, an increase of making red blood cells healthy, a healthy amount of red blood cells, and it will increase the oxygen level inside of your body. So it's like everything's connected. But he's also saying, last but not least, you can also aid the healing process by embracing this challenge with love and acceptance. This will take some patience, it will take perseverance, and a very, very healthy lifestyle to overcome this illness. So adjusting the mind to that healthy, balanced way of being will speed up the recovery and the healing of the body. Because if you continuously focus on the negative of your body, if you continuously focus on the damage that the body is doing, or on just the illness of it itself, you're feeding that illness. You're giving it oxygen to manifest in your future every day. So focus on positive things. Put your awareness on things that make you laugh, things that are fun to do. And I know that's hard sometimes when we're sick, but you need to try and refocus on the positive things, and include, the change of diet. And you will see that slowly but surely things will start changing inside your body, and things will also start changing inside of your heart, because when we start feeling better, you're going to be more positive as well. And it's just kind of a cycle where everything feeds each other. So make sure you're feeding the right thing, the right things in the right way. So I hope that makes sense. It sounds very confusing to me, but I hope that makes sense for you, Karen. You might have to re-listen to this. Okay. Good luck. Okay, so question 8. This is from Deborah A. from California. Hi, Emma. I was wondering if my daughter, or my granddaughter are a Blu-ray, indigo, crystal, or rainbow. My God, I didn't know they had so many labels for so many things. And if any of us are star seeds, or twin flames, or soulmates. I've been wondering that for so long. I really hope you can give me this information. Thanks, Deborah. I'm sorry I'm laughing, Deborah, but Eric is like, I'm getting this question. So he's like raising his hand. He's going, I'm going to get this question. He's going, Deborah. He's going, labels, 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 and more fucking labels. He's kind of like, he's kind of giving me a big sigh. Okay. He's saying, you know how much I don't like the labeling, okay? Humans want to categorize everything, and it's all just different frequencies. You cannot categorize individuals amongst certain, names. It's just not possible, he says. But okay, are you guys part of the same soul group? The answer is yes. All the other labels, he says, are just different names for individuals who are vibrating at higher frequencies. But every individual has its own frequency, so you cannot categorize it under specific labels. Okay, so Deborah, you are meant to be a conduit for Jessica's spiritual development by offering her the wisdom and knowledge and the support that the universe has to offer her. And our little Abigail has the highest of all frequencies within your family and will in time become your and your daughter's mentor in recreating many new ways of experiencing the universal connection. So you are all one and you are all connected. But in this human experience, embrace the individual aspect of living, of being a human being. Don't try to make yourself fit under a label, but instead celebrate that you are all uniquely, highly vibrational beings of light and love, and you're all leaving an impact on all that is. So embrace yourself, love yourself, stop labeling yourself, and know that you are all connected. You are all part of the same spiritual group, and therefore you are very closely, energetically connected with each other. Okay? So he's saying, I love you. I love you, Deborah. Bye. Okay, question 9. I hope that helps, Deborah. Sorry, he sometimes gets in people's faces. I do apologize for that. It's just how he is. You can't, Eric's just the kind of spirit, he'll do what he wants, he'll say what he wants, and that's just how he is. He'll be up in your face when something he doesn't agree with something. Okay, question 9 is RD from Colorado. Hi, Emma. I would like to know about the soul lessons or karmic obligations in regards to my relationship with RH. While I'm enjoying this experience, I'm curious to know if I open up and due to current circumstances, can this relationship progress into something more? Thanks for any messages or guidance, RD. Okay, RD. Okay, so you have an angel called Angelina that's stepping forward. And Angelina says, first of all, there is never any karmic obligations in anything that exists, only choices and free attending experiences. She wants to clear that up. Secondly, this relationship is here to help you find yourself. You've been feeling lost for a while now, and the relationship will provide you with the necessary insights and understandings in who you truly are and what you want to experience in life. So she says, allow yourself to be open and honest in your communication with RH. And as you're here to learn to be proud of who you are and to understand that the only way to be is to be yourself 100%, it is the only state of being that will attract that abundance and that joy and that happiness that you have been longing for a pretty long time now. So what follows from that honesty and that self-respect is something you will have to explore as it unfolds. I'm not here to tell you all the details. It's the journey that's important. So have fun in life and just see it as an adventure waiting to be explored. So go and explore what this relationship could bring for you, but know and understand that it's here to teach you and help you find yourself again. Okay? So I hope that helps, RD. Okay, and then last but not least, question 10. Juan D. from California. Hello, Emanuelle. Soon after my mom passed away and she visited me in my dream, towards the end of visitation, she was trying to tell me something. I can only see her lips moving, but I can't hear a sound. She also tapped on my nose 2 times too. Fun. Could you please ask my mother what was she trying to say? Many, many, many thanks. Okay, Juan. Let me see if I can get your mama in, because I do not control that, but I will try my best. Okay, so what she's very feely. She's making me feel a lot of emotions, a little bit on the shy side. At least that's how her energy feels. So what she's trying to say is she wants you to enjoy life more. She says that she's always worked hard and she was always worried and fearful about tomorrow. She was always thinking ahead, and so she didn't fully experience and appreciate what she had around her. And she wants you to stop worrying about everything and just learn to go with the flow. She says to you and to, she says, I want to say to you and to Luke that our life experience is determined by where we choose to focus on. So focus on the beauty and the connections we all share and release the human made up illusions that we're told to follow, she says. So I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you guys. And know that I'm always with you. And she's kind of, I don't know, she's kind of doing this, so I don't know what that means. It just feels like a movement that she's doing. It's not really waving, it just feels like she's going like that. But the feelings that she's kind of leaving me with as she moves away from me is that, you know, we take life too seriously and we truly don't enjoy life because we're indoctrinated by what we are supposed to believe. And I think what she wants you to do is just to have more fun. Go explore the world, go explore yourselves. Know that there's no limits, and that she says there's only gifts to be found if the person chooses to look in the right way. That was her last words. There's only gifts to be found if we choose to look in the right direction. So I'm going to leave you with that. She's just saying she loves you guys very, very much. And she will continue to reach out and make you feel her. Okay, so I hope that helps, sweetie. Okay, so that is it for part 1, and I will do part 2 next week. So whoever didn't hear their question for the March section will hear it next week. Okay, I hope everybody got some lessons from this. We can all learn and grow together and expand. So reach out, connect to people, and find love. Find love for yourself, find love for others, find compassion in your heart for the environment that we live in.